Joe, you guys spent 4 days in Minnesota, but some of your players might be heading back there. The All-Star game is rapidly approaching, so who do you think is going to represent your team?
Well, obviously I think Derek Jeter is going to be there, and I think Tanaka is going to be there. And there's some guys in our bullpen, I believe, that have a chance, whether it's a Betances or a Robertson. I think they have an opportunity to go there, and I'm not sure how it's going to play out. And, you know, maybe one of our outfielders goes as well. But, you know, it's a special time. It's a special call that you get every year, and I'm sure the guys are looking forward to it.
Derek Jeter met the media contingent on Wednesday in Minnesota, and somebody asked him about coming back for the All-Star game, and he said, whoa, not yet. The numbers aren't official yet. So how fun is that about Derek Jeter? His last season, you have to believe he's going to be there, but he's not willing to kind of count his eggs before they hatch.
Well, I think that's what's special about Derek. He never takes anything for granted, and it's a process, you know, whether it's being voted in as the All-Star game, but it's like he's very routine oriented, and he's not going to take anything for granted. Like, he's going to do his BP and he's going to do his ground balls, and until it happens, he won't believe it. So he's always prepared for everything.
Last year there was an unbelievable moment with Mariano Rivera as you saw both teams stand up and give him an ovation. Do you think there's going to be a similar moment for Derek Jeter?
I do. I think what will happen, I think you can remember what happened to Cal Ripken. I think it was in Seattle, possibly, the All-Star game, where he was replaced. And I think that has a chance to be how it will happen with Derek.
How do you think Derek's going to handle it? Because he's not a guy that kind of loves that kind of thing.
You know, I think he'll appreciate it. I really do. I think that he is appreciated this year more probably than any year that he's ever played. And you don't see it really outwardly, but you can see, you know, it kind of in his eyes sometimes. And I think he's been trying to soak it in, and I think he'll soak those moments in.
When you look at Masahiro Tanaka, he's clearly been unbelievable for you guys this season, and that's what you hoped he would be coming in. But the fact that he may be making this All-Star team, what do you think that means to him?
I think it means a ton. I think, you know, for any player that, you know, comes over here and signs a big contract and wants to impress and do his job, I think it would mean a ton for him and his country. And even the team that kind of prepared him to be here, I think it means a lot to them because he's been so special for us.
Is there something about his makeup? Because I remember back to spring training where he said, look, the money's great, the contract is great, I appreciate everybody paying attention, but I still feel like I need to prove myself here. You think there's something about him that pushes him to do so?
I do. I think he expects greatness. And I think the other thing that helps him is he also likes to have fun. I mean, he's a pretty happy-go-lucky guy, but that day on the mound, he expects greatness.
Look at it and taking it a step further. Do you look at him as a guy that could potentially be a Rookie of the Year?
Oh, I definitely do. I think if you were to look at the two leading candidates, it would be him and Abreu from Chicago, and what he's done. And I think he's got 26, 27 home runs and the RBIs. So it could be quite a race.
You look at, as far as play is concerned, on the mound, it doesn't look like the adjustment has been hard at all. Any word on how he's getting along in the clubhouse, how he's kind of, you know, exploring New York and how he's liking the States?
Well, I think he's really enjoying himself, and he fits great in our clubhouse. And as I said, he likes to have fun, and he smiles a lot. And on that fifth day, though, it's all business. But I think he's fit in great.
Do you think he looks at it and says, Ichiro was a Rookie of the Year, Matsui was close, he probably should have been, and says, I want to be among those guys?
Well, seeing that he, you know, really paid attention to Matsui and really, you know, adored Matsui when he was a player, I think it would mean a lot to him.